Anis Amri's brief, violent life as a terrorist ended here, in an exchange of gunfire on the edge of Milan. Alone and hunted, he'd managed to flee 1,000 kilometres south from Berlin. But at 3 in the morning, acting suspiciously, he was stopped by 2 officers and tried to shoot them.
At
that moment, the man, without hesitating, pulled out a pistol and fired towards the policeman who'd asked for identity documents. The officers reacted immediately. The one who was hit is recovering in hospital, but his condition is not life-threatening.
And this has just been released by the so-called Islamic State, a recording made in Berlin by Anis Amri sometime before the attack, pledging his allegiance to ISIS. It's now believed that the 24-year-old Tunisian may have been radicalized after he arrived in Europe, perhaps during the 4 years he spent in jail in Italy. German security services knew he was a threat, but he talked of buying guns, not using a truck. So how did he get all the way to Italy? This is what we know about his movements. At 8 p.m. on Monday, he attacked the Christmas market. Then he vanished, but managed to get to Chambéry in France. From there, a train ticket found on his body showed he travelled to Turin and then on to Milan Central Station, arriving at 1 in the morning. Finally, he took the metro to the last stop, San Giovanni, where he was shot.
Wir können zum Ende dieser Woche erleichtert sein.
At the end of this week, we can be relieved that one acute threat has come to an end, but the general threat posed by terrorism will continue. We will do our utmost to make sure our state is a strong state.
So Germany is now trying to root out radical Islamic networks. We visited this place today, a short distance from where Anis Amri's new video was recorded. Well, this is one of the places that Anis Amri was known to frequent in the months when he was in Berlin. It's a residential complex, but the reason he would come here, over in this corner, what used to be a mosque, it was closed down though and became a meeting point for radical Islamists. One of the neighbours told us small groups of young Islamic men continued to use the building. They'd meet late at night, apparently discussing attacks.
Of course it was dangerous. When the men sit here and fantasize about carrying out attacks, yes, I was worried. My children and my family live here.
With the immediate danger apparently over, Berliners gathered for a memorial this evening by the Brandenburg Gate.
No matter what, we're all one. All people come together here and think of the victims.
The Berlin people, where something is, they have to be.
But Germany is a country now confronting the reality it faces new and hidden threats.